I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Business Podcast, your source for all things business. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today's special guest is Rebecca Wenglinski, and she's the president and founder over at Twisted Lotus Yoga and Wellness. Rebecca, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Adam. Happy to be back.
Oh, man, so I know what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about that new website and platform you just launched. So we're going to get into that, but before we do, I don't want to assume that all of our new listeners caught your first episode. Let's just start off with what you're doing over at Twisted Lotus Yoga and Wellness. Tell us a little bit more about the company, please.
Thanks, Adam. So what I'm doing is helping busy people and, employers try to live a healthier lifestyle and teaching them that it doesn't have to be expensive, daunting, or time-consuming. So I'm definitely coaching them through what I call the lean platform, so lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition. Because if you don't work on one of those components, or if you only work on one of those components, you're not getting the holistic health and wellness that we all need to function. And I took the initiative to actually change the business up earlier this year. Before it was doing yoga teaching on the side and health coaching along with my day job, and I decided that it just makes more sense to combine them under one umbrella. And so that's how Twisted Lotus Yoga and Wellness was formed.
Oh, that's exciting. And let's just jump right into it. So let's talk about the new website, the platform. I know that people can go and get tips. I mean, you got a lot of stuff going on. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so you can definitely head over to twistedlotuswellness.com, and when you're there, you can even click on and schedule a free 15-minute discovery session to see what areas you have going on that you want to work on and see where you want to take it from there. Lots of different services offered. I can talk to anybody across the world with Zoom and Skype and whatever platform works best for you. And then you can even sign up to get some free tips on budget-friendly tips for eating healthy in less time. But there's a lot of cool services out there in terms of even just knowing which grocery stores to go to and, how to eat healthy and quickly. Meal planning can be daunting for a lot of people, but there are some easy ways to do it. And most of your listeners are business people, so these are good tips to get so that way you're being more energetic and more productive in your business.
Let's talk more about your vision for the company going into 2020 as we go further and into 2021. So what are your plans?
So I'm definitely blogging more, and I am hoping to start publishing across more media streams. So that is definitely one plan. I'm going to be hosting a lot more events around the Metro Detroit area. So looking to launch those in Detroit and the northern suburbs and the western suburbs a little bit. And doing a lot more guest podcasting and maybe by next year hosting my own podcast as well.
Oh yeah, don't be scared, Joe. You don't have to wait until next year. We got I'm glad to help you promote that once you do launch it. We'll bring you back on and talk about it. But no, I 100% think you should, especially with the new site and everything else you're doing. Like a lot of those tips, of course, we want our listeners to go over there. But wouldn't it be so convenient if they could just turn you on and listen to the tips too on the podcast?
Absolutely.
That's what you call podcasting peer pressure. You like the alliteration on that one?
I love it.
That's the 3 Ps. I want you to start one, and I want to help you promote it. That's going to be exciting, and I just love expanding the community and in the knowledge base of what's out there. Really cool stuff there. So, Rebecca, what type of? You're right. There are a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, executives listening. What type of clients do you like working with?
I like working with I like working with women a lot, but I work across the board. I've worked with some men and those who are really interested in taking the next step. So I meet everybody where they're at. Maybe they're drinking 2 liters of Mountain Dew a day and they just want to cut that down to, switching it over to maybe sweet tea. Or maybe they're already doing lots of health stuff and they want to take it up to the next level. What types of exercise, where are they not making improvements, and working with them and their doctors. So I am not a doctor. I just help coach them, but I can tell them what tests and levels that they need to be asking for with their doctors so that everybody can kind of see their optimal vision for their health and wellness.
That's awesome. What do you find are some, and I know it's going to change from client to client, of course, in their situation, their goal, but what do you find are some of the common themes out there that keep people from reaching their health goals?
Stress. So stress is a big one, especially with everything going on right now in our world, and anxiety. And it's definitely suppressing immune system, but stress will cause your cortisol hormone levels to shoot up, which means you're going to crave carbs and everything that isn't going to help you on your health journey. So the carbs and the sugars are what your body's telling you want. And unfortunately, when we are super stressed, we tend to go for those just to make ourselves feel better. So I've been coaching a lot of people on better mechanisms and to start to be aware of when it's their body's actually telling them what they need versus the hormones saying, feed me this.
How long does a typical client, like a coaching engagement, last? I'm just curious. Do you stay with somebody for like a month or two, a couple months, or is it long term, or do they have the option? I'm just trying to get a feel for your practice.
Everyone has the option. So some people just stay on for a couple weeks and then they want to keep, so for 3 weeks they get a lot of in-depth tips, and obviously I'll still keep in touch with everybody or text just to make sure, you're doing good. Some people want a really more in-depth and they'll do a 6-week package and then they'll renew that too if they still want to continue on for more. Others that are more local to the Metro Detroit area, they can choose even some event type thing. So getting together a couple people or just one and teaching them, going through their house essentially and teaching them a pantry makeover and going through their fridge and their freezer and kind of telling people how to read a nutrition label and what's healthy, why it's healthy, what it does to your body. And that's the big thing, is the science behind everything.
That's awesome. So, Rebecca, if somebody's listening to this, let's get them over to your website, and how else do they connect with you?
So they can connect at the website, which is twistedlotuswellness.com. They can also connect on Facebook and Instagram, and both of those are Twisted Lotus Wellness.
Oh, very exciting. And final question, when are you launching that podcast again?
Hopefully by next year. I'm still trying to tailor a bunch of stuff this year. And
on the spot. I'm terrible.
You'll be one of my first tips, Adam.
Oh no, I'm not. No, you're not. Maybe you want to interview me about my health, but no, don't do that one. Bring on somebody that knows something about that stuff. I just want to help you promote it so that I don't do a podcast on that because I don't know much about it, and that's why I need you to launch it so that we can promote you. But Rebecca, seriously, great having you back on the show. Really excited about the new platform you launched and all the ways that you're looking to help your clients and continuing to do so. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. Hope you had a lot of fun listening. We had a lot of fun making this for you. If you did, don't forget, subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store, and if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Business, definitely give us a subscribe there. Let us know what you thought and tell us what kind of things you're working on. Love to connect with you there. And Rebecca, thanks for coming back on the show.